Starting today, we ask ourselves the age-old question amongst Pokemon fans. Why should we play a Switch remake when we got the real one right here? Hello there, everybody. This is CwapPlatinum, and today we're going to start my new Let's Play. This is my replay of Pokemon Platinum. One of the best Pokemon games ever made, honestly. It really helped me a lot through high school. It's still a really great Pokemon game today, and it forever changed the landscape of Pokemon because of adding one thing: online capabilities that we can't actually access anymore. But that's besides the point. Pokemon Platinum is absolutely huge with its crazy amount of content that it's added, a lot more story elements compared to its lesser versions, Diamond and Pearl, and just a whole lot more stuff. Like, really, that's a given at this point. But the point is, Pokemon Platinum is absolutely huge. It's great. I really, really like this game. A lot of people really like this game, and I'm right there with them. And it's even important for my channel because Pokemon Platinum was such a big deal to me that it even influenced my YouTube name in general. So I really hope you enjoyed the ride with this one. It's a great game. It's just a great all-around Pokemon game that I think that anybody would enjoy. You know, if you can track down a copy or just play it on PC. So let's get started with this. Let's play or replay Pokemon Platinum. If you want details about why I'm doing this, then just go to the announcement video. Let's go! Oh, and are you expected to just simply start a new game by clicking on New Game? Absolutely not. Because in order to start a new game, you need to select Up, Select, and B at the title screen if you want to erase your current save file. Which means you have to go back out of the menu, and then go all the way to the title screen again, and then select the combinations, and say delete all save data, which takes forever, just like Gen 4 is. Anyway, let's delete my practice save, and let's get on with the real show. Hello there, it's so very nice to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Rowan. However, everyone just calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before I go any further, is this your first adventure? If you need advice, I'm certainly capable of giving it. I'm over 10 years old. I can play video games. You know, things that people should play at the age of 5. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Here, I have a Pokeball. Touch the button in the middle of the Pokeball, if you please. It's a bun! Eerie. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times, we play together, and at other times, we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. What do? I conduct research so that we may learn more about Pokemon. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy, or are you a girl? Well, clearly I'm a boy, but I think rather than just simply go with the same thing that I did in the previous version of the Let's Play, I think I'm gonna go with the girl this time. Because, well, I always choose the girl. No questions asked. Tell me, what is your name? Well, this lady's default name is Dawn. Of course, you can name your character whatever you want. But I feel like since this is a take 2, actually, because I feel like the name Dawn is just a little bit too much used, I think I just want to go with something different. The Japanese name, of course. And besides the point, Hikari, or Dawn's name in Japan, actually shares the same name as one of my favorite characters in any video game, so yeah. Mithra and Dawn, best buddies. Okay, so you're Hikari. A fine name it is. Now this boy here, I believe he's your friend. What name? Blah, blah. Okay, so his default name is Barry. Of course, you can name him whatever you want, but the pre-selected choices are his default name, Barry, Nolan, Roy, Gavin. Hey, they predicted Roy before Pokemon Horizons came along. But I think in the theme of naming people by their Japanese names, I think what we're gonna go with is Jun. Jun, is it? That's your friend's name? Alright, Hikari. The time has come. Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. On your journey, you'll meet countless Pokemon and people. I'm sure that along the way, you'll discover many things. Perhaps even something about yourself. Now go on, leap into the world of Pokemon. By shrinking down into a chibi little size that I'm sure people will be very happy about sometime in the future. Pokemon are by our side always. I hope you'll understand the meaning of those words. That was the comment left by Professor Rowan, who has returned to Sinnoh from the Kanto region. That concludes our special program, Let's Ask Professor Rowan, brought to you by Jubilife TV on Nationwide Net. See you next week, same time, same YouTube channel. You know, back when the internet wasn't even a thing. Anyway, before I go on, options. Change it to fast, change it to set battles, because I really want to play on set. And I'm changing this immediately over to, because there are 20 different text box frame types. I think I'm gonna go with the classic, first of all. I'll be changing them throughout the game. Anyway, let's take one step further before we get interrupted. There you are! Hey, Hikari, did you see the TV? Sure you did. Professor Rowan's that really important guy who studies Pokemon, right? That means he must have lots and lots of Pokemon. So if we ask him, I bet he'd give us some Pokemon. Oh, hey! Is this a new PC with that GTX 1080? Where was I? Oh, right. We're going to see Professor Rowan to get some Pokemon. I'll be waiting outside. Okay, Hikari? If you're fine, I'm fining you 10 million! But Barry, we're only like 10 years old. We don't even have that much. Well, whatever. That's just this bit. I want to play some Super Smash Bros. Brawl with this. You know, and its online capabilities. The X button opens up the menu, of course. And on your PC, you can check to see, you know, the Pokemon basics. People live alongside Pokemon in this world. The people that battle Pokemon are called Pokemon trainers. Or, you know, if they just simply have the means of, you know, gathering Pokemon, I guess. Hikari! Jun already left. I don't know what that was all about, but he was sure in a hurry. Well, sure he is, Ma. I guarantee you he was. Here we are. This is the Contents Digest. The winner of today's normal rank smart contest is Wesley, who won with his bright spark of a Pokemon. That's all the time we have today. Let's meet again. Shows what do you know? He won with a Raikou. Oh yes, Hikari. Don't go into the tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It would be okay if you had your Pokemon of your own, but you don't, so... Well, take care, sweetie. Dude, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Like, plenty of people walk in the grass all the time. Technology just blows me away. I mean, now you can play with people around the world. Wirelessly. Yeah, that was the huge change back in the day, you know? It was great. It was really good. Did you hear? The Pokemon professor returned to the next town over. They say he was gone for 4 long years. I wonder if he found some amazing Pokemon while he was gone. Nah, he found a Mewtwo. Listen, Hikari, I want a cute Pokemon. Sure you do, kid. Sure. I absolutely agree. Twinley Town. Fresh and free. That's right, sir. Here we are at the rival's house. He said it! What was that all about? Oh, hey, Cotty. Hey, I'm going to see Professor Rowan. You should come too, and quickly. Oh, jeez, forgot something. I wish I could be like that, and I wish there was snow on the ground. I'm tired of the summer heat already. Oh, hi, Hikari. Did you come calling on June? He was gone for a second, but then he came running back home. You can't sit still, that boy. I wonder who he takes after. Maybe someone important. I'm not entirely sure. Hey, he's got a Wii too. Oh, hey, Hikari. I'll be waiting on the road. It's a 10 million fine if you're late. Shows what he know. He only has Xenoblade Chronicles or something like that. He got a prototype of that game. I'm pretty sure that game's not going to be that good. So anyway, you can check Barry's PC to basically remind you that X opens up the menu, but his adventure rule is already better than ours because you can record progress with save. And he literally only goes by those two rules. Open up the menu and save your game. So, I guess that's okay. But God, already the memories are floating back, man. I played this game a lot in high school, and I had plenty of friends who got back into Pokemon because of this. Are you looking for June? He went out tearing off just a little while ago. He's probably not gone too far. Why don't you chase after him? That's exactly what I would do, except I can't run yet. Too slow! But I was talking to people. Let's get moving to Professor Rowan's lab. What? Don't go into the grass, right? No worries, no problem. It doesn't matter if we don't have any Pokemon. Trust me on this one. I got an idea. Now listen, you know how wild Pokemon jump out when you go into the tall grass? So what you do is, you scoot over to the next patch of grass before any wild Pokemon can appear. If we just keep dashing, we can get to Sand Jam Town without running into any wild Pokemon. Okay, stick with me. Okay, here it goes. On your marks, get set, hold it! Hey, old man. You two don't seem to have any Pokemon between you. Then what's the meaning of going into the tall grass? Hey, Hikari, this old guy. It's Professor Rowan, isn't it? What's he doing here? They tried to go into the tall grass because they wanted Pokemon. What to do? Their world would surely change if they were to meet Pokemon. Is it right for me to put them on that path? You two, you truly love Pokemon, do you? Actually, no, I'm kind of disgusted by them. Whoa, hold up, you're not making any sense here. Ahem. I didn't quite catch that, so I will ask you again. You two, you truly love Pokemon, do you? Yeah, me too, I love Pokemon too. Then I'll ask you once again. You truly What? You can ask 100 times. Our answer will never change. We'll both answer 100 times. We love Pokemon. Right, Hikari? Nah, that was a lie. That joke's getting old. Okay, yeah, it just goes through the same old spiel. It's a but thou must. A reckless pair of kids who foolishly tried to enter tall grass without Pokemon of their own. It worries me what people like that would do with Pokemon. Well then forget about me, but give a Pokemon to my friend here. I mean, it was me who tried to go into the tall grass and all. How big of you? Very well then, I will entrust you two with Pokemon. I apologize for putting you through that exercise. However, you must promise me that you'll never recklessly endanger yourselves again. Now then, now where? Professor Rowan! You left your briefcase behind at the lake. Is there something wrong here? Ah, there it is! Toast! Nice work! What I was about to do was entrust these two with their own Pokémon. What? Those Pokémon are crucial. You're giving them away? We exist side by side with Pokémon. There comes a time when people should meet Pokémon. There is a world that should be explored together. For them, today is that time. The place, right here. Go on, open the briefcase and choose a Pokémon. Really? Professor Rowan! I can't believe it! I'm so happy now I can't keep a straight face! Hey, Ikari, you can choose first. Hey, I'm practically a grown-up. I have to show some class here. And also to totally not cuck you later on, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, for all you shiny hunters out there, you definitely want to save your game right here. And this also introduces the fact that this is the only Pokemon game in existence that actually saves a lot of data rather than simply saving. You know, it's the DS. They have to have a lot of data in there somewhere. And, you know, it takes, you know, forever and a day. It's not that bad. That's just basically the Gen 4 experience in a nutshell. Hey, Ikari, you can choose first. Go ahead. You know, like, I'm a man about it. Yeah, I'm slick. Sure you are. Go on, open the briefcase and choose a Pokemon. Okay, Grandpa, I will. Sheesh. Alright, so we have 3 Pokemon to choose from, of course. And, of course, since this is your very first Pokemon, and I already know which one I'm gonna get, here's basically the main skinny of it all. First off is Turtwig. Turtwig is what you call a physical grass type. Now, a big change in Generation 4 is that the physical special split happened. Basically what this means is that any moves like punches and kicks, no matter what the type, are considered physical. Meanwhile, beams like lasers and fire and ice, they're considered special. So, yeah, that's the big change of Generation 4, is that the physical special split happened, and now Pokemon are either really, really good because of it, or really, really bad because of it. But Turtwig is actually a pretty good example of this, because Turtwig is a physical grass type. It's got a lot of physical attack to it, and can benefit from a lot of moves like Razor Leaf and, you know, the Vine Whip, you know, all that good stuff that comes with it. So, when it eventually evolves fully into Torterra, you got yourself a pretty good Pokemon here that can have Earthquake and a whole lot of things backing it up with its physical stats. Just keep in mind that grass ground types are going to be very weak to ice, so just be very careful with that one. Next up is the Chimchar. Honestly, a personal favorite of mine, even though it's not going to be my choice here today. Chimchar is what you call a mixed attacker in the best sense, because Chimchar is just a really good physical attacker, really good special attacker, and also can be a potential sweeper if you really wanted to, because it's got great speed. So yeah, it's really good in that regard. When it fully evolves into Infernape, it fully takes advantage of that, with it learning all sorts of great physical moves as well as really good special moves. A very good Pokemon indeed. Even if Fire and Fighting type is the second time around. Or second time in a row, actually. And finally, my personal choice today, which is why it's getting a special picture, Piplup. Piplup is basically a really good special attacker right here. When it fully evolves into Empoleon, it gains Steel type. So it's gonna have plenty of good resistances. And yeah, it's just, I just really like Piplup. It's a really nice Pokemon to have because it's got plenty of good special attack, and when it fully evolves, it's got plenty of resistances too. Like, honestly, all the Sinnoh starters are really good. There's really no wrong choice. There's really no wrong choice with this. I'm going with Piplup today because, well, Piplup is just really good. It's really nice. And I barely even use Piplup, so it's a treat. Piplup, you're coming with me. Then I choose you. I'm picking this Turtwig. Very well. Both of you have chosen a good Pokemon, it seems. Now listen well. The Pokemon you have been entrusted with are unfamiliar with the world. In that regard, they're much like you. As fellow newcomers to the world, I hope you'll do well together. If you have any trouble, just come see me at my lab in Sandgem Town. Now we'll be on our way. Professor, wait for me! Sorry, folks. How do you like that? Professor Rowan's really nice. On TV, he's always so stern and scary. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh god. Hikari, we both have Pokemon now. There's only one thing to do, right? Are you up for this? No. Just what was that attitude? Don't be that way. Alright, fine, another but thou mustn't. I always wanted to say this. The time has finally come. Hikari, I challenge you to a battle. Yeah, dude, here we go, folks. The first battle. A test of see who can get a critical hit first. If he has Turtwig, he will always pick the starter that's strong against yours. So, in my case, he has Turtwig, level 5, Grass type, Overgrow for its ability with Tackle and Withdraw. If he has Piplup, it'll be level 5, same ability, same type, same ability, with Pound and Growl like mine does. And if he chose Chimchar, it'll be same level, same type, same ability. All the starter abilities are basically the same thing, except it affects their own different type when their HP is at 1/3. And Chimchar will have Scratch and Leer. So really, if you're fighting Turtwig, it can actually be a little bit tough. Because honestly, in my experience, Barry's Turtwig will always go for the withdraw in order to raise its physical defense. So honestly, it's just gonna be a point to see who can get a critical hit first. Because critical hits will often ignore stat changes. So yeah, it's gonna go. Whoa, my Piplup is a female! That's really rare. Okay! Yeah, female starters are actually really rare, like a 12.5 chance if I'm not mistaken. That's really nice. That honestly hasn't happened to me in like a very long time. You can also use Growl in order to lower the physical attack of Turtwig. But honestly, I don't really think that's really needed. If I can get a crit, that'll be wonderful. No, I lost. Well, that's basically a good sign. I had to pay out money to the winner if I lose, and yep, that's a good sign. I won! I won! But that battle could have gone either way, but it was close. It was that close. I can tell you one thing, battling is awesomely fun! Okay, let's go home. I'm beat after that battle. My Pokemon needs rest too. See you later, Hikari. That is an unbelievable sign of things to come. If I won that battle, then I would have definitely leveled up. What's the matter, dear? Wow, that's what happened to you? You and June are lucky to have met Professor Rowan. Imagine if you didn't. I would have think that the wild Pokemon would have that. Hikari, go see Professor Rowan and thank him properly for your Pokemon. His lab is in Sandgem Town, isn't it? Now that you have your own Pokemon, the tall grass won't be so threatening. Oh, I know. Hikari, put on these. We get running shoes. Now we don't have to walk everywhere anymore. With those running shoes, you'll be able to go to faraway places much faster. Alright, so in order to use the running shoes, you press B and dash. Remember when running shoes were a thing? Neither do I. Well, isn't that just nifty? Yes, it is very nifty indeed. And you know the good advancement around this time is that you can run indoors. Yeah, for whatever reason in Generation 3, you couldn't really run inside buildings, which is Weird, why wouldn't you be able to do that? Too slow! Hikari, I'm sick of waiting. I'm going to go see Professor Rowan so I can think it properly. So I had this great idea. Listen up, okay? You know that lake where we always play at? You know how they say a legendary Pokemon lives there? You guessed it. Let's catch that Pokemon. That'll make Professor Rowan happy, I'm sure of that. You and me together. We got nothing to fear. So this is new. Well, for one thing, you can actually run with your partner at times, which is great. But we're actually going to go over to the place where Diamond and Pearl actually originally started. So right over here is, well, the lake. Lake Verity ahead. According to legend, this lake is the home to the Pokemon said to be the being of emotion. It is said that this Pokemon the Pokemon can bring sadness and sorrow and joy. Yeah. All right, we're at the lake. Get ready because we're capturing that legendary Pokemon. Trust me on this one. It's here. It even says so on the sign. June, you do realize that we don't have any Pokeballs, right? The flowing time. The expanding space. I will make it all mine one day. Cyrus is my name. Remember it. Until then, sleep while you can, legendary Pokemon of the lake bed. Allow me to pass. Step aside. What was that all about? Weird guy. Okay, Kari, let's catch that legendary Pokemon. Huh? Did you hear that, Hikari? That was the legendary Pokemon crying. That had to be it. Okay, this is our chance. Let's catch it. Wait, what? We don't have anything on us. You know, Pokeballs. P-O-K, accent, E, balls. If we don't have those, we can't catch Pokemon or take them around with us. Do you think Professor Rowan gives us some if we asked him? You remember what he said, don't you? He said to visit him at his lab if we ever needed anything. Okay, Ikari, I'll race ya. First one to the professor's lab in San Jim Town rules. Well, it's a good thing that you rule because I clearly don't. Either way, in Diamond and Pearl, and by extension, the remakes, because why would you ever want to remake Diamond and Pearl? You and your rival actually get attacked by Starly here, and Starly here, and this is why you get your first Pokemon here. Honestly, for gameplay purposes, it's a lot faster to just get it over with. But in terms of lore purposes, I think I might have to go with Diamond and Pearl on this one, because what else are you supposed to do? What else are you supposed to do in a situation where you get attacked by wild Pokemon just like this? By this wild Starly here. Are you supposed to actually punch the Pokemon? No, you gotta make your Pokemon punch them instead of, you punching the Mons. So yeah, for lore-related reasons, yeah, I gotta go with Diamond and Pearl, but for gameplay purposes, we're clearly going with Platinum. So there you go. We are doing this, and we're gonna kill this Starly because, well, let's face it, we need our revenge on, the berry somehow. The berry, wow. More like on the June. And there we go. You get experience, of course, because this is an RPG. And, you just basically just KO two Pokemon if you want to level up your starter Pokemon, if you happen to lose the fight like I did. Look at this little Bidoof guy. Look at this dude. Don't you just want to be him? Or her? Do you just want to be the Bidoof? Be the Bidoof. Touch the Bidoof. Be a god like the Bidoof. And yes, these are the only two Pokemon that you're going to be encountering for, just for a little bit, They're good training fodder. And there we go. Let's see if that's enough. Yes, it is. Level 6. And on that note, let me actually check out Piplup here. As you can clearly see, the Pokemon are at the top of the screen. Meanwhile, you can just simply select them with the touch screen in order to view their summary. It's a calm nature. I think that's a special defense nature? Quick to flee and loves bitter food. So as you can see right here, if you look at the category right here, that big bling is how you indicate that a move is physical. And if a move has like a yin-yang on it, that means it's a status move. So, yep. That's basically your summary right there. And that will basically do it for this particular video. Because we got started on our grandiose Pokemon journey. Yes, indeed. And so with all that said, it's all done here. Next time on Pokemon Platinum, we're gonna head over to Professor Rowan's lab. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.